If you want to land your dream job of becoming a flight attendant, then this video is a must watch. In this video specifically, I'll go through step by step the Envoy Air hiring process, training, resources, and sample questions. If you want to feel more prepared, more confident, and increase your chances of getting hired, make sure you watch this entire video. Also, later in this video, I'll show you where you can download my exclusive flight attendant hiring guide, covering all the major airlines, their interview questions with sample answers, hiring processes, common FAQs, and much more. So in today's video, I'll be covering the following. Number 1. You'll get an introduction to Envoy Air. Number 2, the application process, how to get started. Number 3, virtual and face-to-face interview, what to expect. The conditional job offer, CJO. Number 5, the medical and background check. Number 6, the Envoy training process, what to expect. Number 7, the perks of working with Envoy, travel, benefits, etc. Number 8, candidate testimonials about their experience. So in number 8, I actually go through some of the testimonials that people have left, and I've been able to find online about those people who went through the interview process with Envoy Air and what they had to say about their experience. Number 9, interview questions with sample answers. Now, just to let you know, this is an overview. I have created individual videos going through each major step as well, but I just wanted to provide you with an overview of the actual hiring process and what to expect. So, introduction, Envoy Air. Envoy Air is one of the largest regional airlines in the United States and operates flights for American Airlines under the American Eagle brand. Headquartered in Irvine, Texas, Envoy operates hundreds of daily flights connecting smaller cities to major American airline hubs across North America. Originally known as American Eagle Airlines, the company officially changed its name to Envoy Air in 2014. Today, Envoy operates an all-Embraer regional jet fleet and employs more than 20,000 people, including pilots, flight attendants, mechanics, and airport operations staff. For many aspiring flight attendants and pilots, Envoy is considered a stepping stone into the American Airlines network because it is a wholly owned subsidiary of American Airlines Group. So that's something great to know, that if you want to get into American Airlines, Envoy Air is a great place to start because remember, it is owned by American Airlines. So just gaining that experience with Envoy Air, you can then start to apply within American Airlines afterwards. So the application process, how to get started. This is the first step of the complete hiring process. You can't even proceed to the next step without filling out an application online. So head over to Envoy Careers and apply online. That is usually at www.envoyair.com/careers. Read over the job description before applying. This way, you can adjust and tweak your resume to highlight key skills and the qualifications required by Envoy. Important. I go over the application process in more detail in a separate video dedicated completely to this step. I provide resume tips, the mistakes to avoid, tips from flight attendants working with Envoy, and much more. The link to this video is posted in the description below. So as I mentioned, this is just a quick overview of what the hiring process looks like. But I have a video dedicated to the complete application process where I walk you through everything on how to apply for flight attendant jobs with Envoy Air and what to be careful with when applying online, which would be the first initial step to the hiring process with Envoy Air. What are the minimum requirements? So here's something directly from Envoy Air's website. So you can pause the video to take a quick look at this, but I do go through this in more detail in my application process video. But this is just the minimum requirement right here. So minimum age is 18, high school diploma or GED or equivalent, must possess a valid passport. I'm just reading over a couple of them right now. Ability to push, pull, twist, turn, and lift equipment, carts and doors of various weights. Again, pause this video and just take a quick look at this, but I do go over this in more detail later on, okay? So, does Envoy have an assessment before your interview? I have done some research online with some people saying that you do have one and others saying there is no assessment. However, from a majority of the information I have gathered, there does not seem to be an assessment recently. So it is something they probably used to do, but from my understanding now and from the research I've done, there doesn't seem to be an assessment. I have reached out to a recruiter to confirm this and will give all of you an update. So virtual / face-to-face interview process. Majority of people stated that no virtual interview was required. This means no interview in the one-way format where you send in pre-recorded answers to questions online. The face-to-face interview is going to be more than likely at the Envoy base in Dallas, Texas. Envoy will pay to fly you out and will take care of the accommodations. Here's what you can expect during the face-to-face interview. It will be an all-day interview. It will be in a group format. It will consist of an introduction, and you will be asked 3 to 4 questions each. Jump seat and fit tests will be conducted during the interview. Important. I go over the face-to-face interview process in more detail in a separate video. I'll provide you with the exact questions you can expect, testimonials from people who have gone through the face-to-face with Envoy Air, and much more. The link to this video is posted in the description below. So you can find a separate video going over the virtual / face-to-face interview process below this video in the description, and that video is completely dedicated to just the face-to-face interview process. The conditional job offer. Many people who passed the face-to-face interview were given a CJO conditional job offer on the spot. Very few said they had to wait until they returned home to receive the offer. The expected wait time is 1 to 2 weeks. However, a majority did receive this offer right after their face-to-face. Now what? A conditional job offer CJO is just that, a condition. You have to pass all medical and background checks to be officially hired and accepted into the training program. Someone wrote the following: "Congratulations, you got your CJO. We then completed paperwork, 2 drug tests, which is urine plus mouth swab, fingerprinting. After final instructions, we were sent back to the airport via Uber to catch our flights. I was out by 4:05 p.m. and made my 5:55 p.m. flight." The medical and background check. The medical and background check is done right after the face-to-face interview. So this medical and background check will be done during your face-to-face interview, usually towards the end of the interview, if you do receive a CJO, which is a conditional job offer. Drug test. You can expect the following: urine tests, mouth swab, saliva tests in some locations. They are testing for the following: marijuana, THC, cocaine, opioids, amphetamines, methamphetamines, PCP. Important. Even in states where marijuana is legal, airline employees are still subject to federal aviation regulations. So, legal marijuana use can still disqualify you from airline jobs because airlines follow federal DOT and FAA rules. The medical test. Unlike pilots, flight attendants usually do not complete a major FAA medical exam. However, they are tested for the following: ability to lift equipment, ability to fit into jump seats, professional appearance, vision, hearing functionality, physical ability to perform emergency duties. Envoy's requirements mention fitting into jump seat harnesses, lifting / pushing equipment, ability to perform physical duties. Important. Random drug testing can occur during employment, which is standard across the airline industry. The Envoy training process, what to expect. The training lasts 1 month, which is 4 weeks. 1 week of the training is going to be from your home virtually. 3 weeks of the training will be held at the Flight Academy located at Envoy's headquarters in Irvine, Texas. Hotel accommodation and meals are provided. Training is paid. Important. I go over the entire training process in more detail in a separate video dedicated completely to this step. You'll learn about pay, accommodations, graduations, what's covered in training, and more. The link to this video is posted in the description below. So if you just want to learn about the entire training process, click the link below this video in the description. The perks working with Envoy, travel benefits. As a flight attendant working with Envoy Air, you'll enjoy a full range of perks. For example, travel benefits and employee discount, complete benefits, savings, vacation, career development, and more. Envoy prides itself on offering exceptional, thorough training to all work groups and has made significant investments to improve the quality of our training equipment and materials. That's what they wrote on their website. Network with the aviation community. Important. Find out more about Envoy Air's flight attendant perks. Watch the video on this section where I go into a lot more detail. Link in the description below this video. So I have also created a dedicated video on the perks for working with Envoy Air, covering travel benefits and much more. Candidate testimonials and sample questions. I have provided some candidate testimonials in each of the more specific videos. For example, candidate post on the application, face-to-face interview, training, etc. These testimonials are actual experiences from people who went through the process. I compiled them from online forums, etc. Sample questions. I have also provided the exact sample questions you will be asked in the video related to the face-to-face interview. Watch that video to learn more. So just to let you know, with each specific video, you'll get a breakdown of the entire process, but you'll also get candidate testimonials for that exact process as well. With some sample questions, you will get a high converting answer you can use during your interview. I will show you how and where to add your own experiences, qualifications, and skills. If you have a flight attendant interview coming up and want the exact interview questions and sample answers asked by 15 of the major airlines like United, Delta, American, SkyWest, and more, check out my exclusive flight attendant hiring guide. Inside, you'll find the exact interview questions, sample answers, what recruiters score you on, and what it takes to land a conditional job offer from these airlines. Click the link in the description below to preview the guide and grab your copy today. Stay safe, keep smiling, and good luck.